Hello, this is Shay, or Sharon Simmons to others. I am recording this video today because I want to talk to you about retiring. And there's many of you who have reached the age of 50 and have not planned a retirement. So this video is for you. My question to you is, what are you going to do? What's your plan? Got any plans? Reason why I'm asking is by the time you reach 60, you really don't have time to save for your retirement if you haven't. If you're not in a 401k and you're adding in money aggressively, or you're not in a 401k adding in aggressively and someone is matching your contribution. If you don't have that, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So you could possibly be sitting on the couch at the age of 65 waiting for your Social Security to come in and look back and say, wow, I didn't save no money. Because what if Social Security is not there anymore? What if it doesn't exist? What if they ran out of money with your money after putting, I don't know, 30 years of them taking money out of your check? I started working. I started working when I was 12. Yeah. So back to the question. What's your plans? So you realize that when a sailboat is sailing on the ocean, if there is no one to actually guide it, it will drift. It don't have nowhere to go. It'll just drift. There's no one guiding it. There's no captain. There's no boatman. There's nobody. It's just drifting. That's going to be you when you reach 65. No plans. That's going to be a sad day. Oh, yeah. So this video is to kind of wake you up a little bit. Those ones that are 50 and above, 42, not 42, but 40 also. 45. At 40, you still got a little bit of time to fast track. At 45, you still got a little time to fast track. But 50, you running out of time, buddy, sister. You're getting real close. So, for those who have not saved their money, all right, so not getting on you, I'm just, saying you need to get a plan going. Because if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. You're going to. And I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. But let's talk about where you can live. If you stay here in the U.S. at the age of 65, those assisted living places, they're not free. They're nice. Matter of fact, they're plush. Nice community. There's other seniors there. You can have live-ins. You can have people that to help you. They do arts and craft, and they hang out, and they have little parties, and they know each other. They do things together. This is a fun place for seniors, but it costs money, just like getting a regular apartment. 600 a month, 800 a month, 1,000 a month. How much is your Social Security if you get it? So let's not talk about assisted living. So we're going to scratch that out. So hopefully those who have bought a house and have paid their house off, you're in a good position, because the money that you're gonna be getting in will actually pay for your utilities, and your living expenses. Like cleaners, uh, your food, your clothes, your recreations, things like that, insurance for the car and stuff like that. So I'm trying to help you here. All right, so those who have bought homes and have paid cash for, not paid for it, or have their homes paid for, you are in a little better position. So let's say you stay in the States and your money carries you through, actually will take care of you, um, living on your own, or if you're married, or if you're single. Um, and I'm speaking of people who both couples, husband and wife, are the age of 50 and above. So you will take care of each other. And also for that single person who's paid for their home, you'll have enough money to take care of yourself. Now, for the ones who have not bought a home, um, and their family is not going to take care of them, daughters, sons, relatives won't be taking care of you. So what I'm saying is, if you haven't set up something for them to take care of you, you can't depend on relatives to take care of you. You just can't. Some families are fortunate, where they will take care of mom and dad. Some people are fortunate, but for the ones who are not, what is your plan? All right. So let's say you leave the country. If you leave the country and you want to live in the Caribbean, a lot of those countries, uh, you can live there, and their dollar exchange is like 2 to 1, 3 to 1. It just depends on where you go. If you go to Jamaica, I think it's 12 to 1, and you're gonna have to look this up. I'm actually going by what I've read over probably a couple of years. But you're going to have to check. Jamaica is 12 to 1. Trinidad is 6 to 1. Barbados is 2 to 1. Uh, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Kitts Nevis is 2.7 to 1. I think Anguilla is 2 to 1. I think, I'm not sure. You gotta look these up. I'm just kind of giving you ballpark. So that means that if you were going to St. Kitts Nevis and you deposit $1,000, you would have 2.7. So that's $2,700 of their currency, which is Eastern Caribbean ECs, uh, Eastern Caribbean dollars. So just kind of give you an idea of where you could go, and your money would triple, or go 12 times, or go 6 times, or go 2 times. So just kind of getting you to think, start thinking. So if you go to Panama, I think Panama. Oh, you're gonna have to look this one up. I think Panama is 2 to 1. In Panama, as long as you make $600 a month, you can become you become a resident because of retirement. If you go to Belize, look this up. It's 2 to 1, and if you're over 45, you automatically become a citizen. So that might be a good spot. So now, if this is where you want to go, now you need to find out, do a little research and find out how can you build a home there, that's inexpensive. Belize probably be the most ideal because it's close to the U.S. The second place I would suggest would be Panama because they have a very large Caribbean community. I'm sorry, they have a very large African American community, um, and they're English speaking. Where else could you go? Where else could you go? If you go all the way to Africa, it's 2 to 1, and the cost of living is very inexpensive. And if you move there, I would suggest you live in the hills, which is in the area called Abri, and I'm sure there's many hillside uh, areas. But the reason why I say Abri is because I've been there, and it's absolutely beautiful. And this is where Bob Marley's uh, wife lives, and it's just 20 degrees cooler in Abri than it is in the city because it's so hilly. It's very green, a lot of trees, very dense with trees, and like I said, the cost of living is cheap. You can get a live-in, $200 to $300 a month to get a live-in. You must have a car for them, and you must have a place for them to stay. If you're gonna pay like $300 a month, where they're gonna feed you, they're gonna take care of you, they're gonna wash your clothes, run your errands, and they actually would be your assistant. So with your, I don't know, $1,600 a month from Social Security, you have that come to Ghana, and it doubles. The same with all of those different countries that I mentioned. You have your money go into that account there, and it doubles. So the only thing is that what you need to do is actually decide on where you want to go, and then start making some contacts. Let's say you don't know anyone in that area. You want to first check with your relatives and see if any one of your relatives know anyone in that country. Once you do that, at least now you have a point of contact of someone who knows someone instead of someone out of blue sky and you don't know, someone that you don't trust, or it's someone you don't know. So it's better if you have some type of contact, relative, friend of a friend, friend of a relative, a coworker, your tax person knows, has a relative, somebody that is connected to that country that you're going to go to, so you won't just be out there, vulnerable. So this is the advice that I'm giving you to start fast tracking, saving your money, um, and preparing to retire. I mean, for real, retire. Not wait until it's time for you to retire at 65. Do you really want to work all the way to your 65? And then you may not have a choice, because if you haven't saved your money, then you might need to work at 65 so you can save if you're 50. So I'm just not doing that. I can't wait till I'm 65. I want to I want to still be able to function with the remaining part of my youthfulness. I want to be able to enjoy, being walking on the beach and kicking sand, hanging out and dancing and, having, different types of different activities. I still want to be able to be functional. So I'm not waiting till I'm 65. I'm not working till I'm 65. Okay? But like I said, I'm making this video to help you start thinking about planning. If you have any questions, I'm going to leave my link at the bottom, and you can contact me and see what I can do. But in the meantime, I'm going to start saving some money, or you'll be sitting on the porch with a cup of tea talking about what happened to my life. I didn't save a dime. So get on it now. Peace, love, harmony, balance. Always, always. Take care.